inside 2008, Usai be contest for the symbol at the SLP party for the councillorship, but unfortunately not be win. Inside 2012, it be go in again for the symbol, but at that time it be get the symbol, but due to the 444 system at that time, it not be able for win the SLP, the councillor position. Inside 2018, it be get symbol again from the SLP party for go in for member of parliament, and fortunately for him, it be go na parliament. So I spent 5 years. Inside 2021, it be contest for the position of publicity secretary in the Salon People's Party, but unfortunately not be win. And this time around, inside 2025, it go in again for the second term for this position for the publicity secretary for the SLPP party. We can't know, but the easy way to make you decide for go for contest again for this position. But as normally then can say, a man best servant is himself. From this brief background way I don't get so far, many people out there, they're listening to you now and they watch you now on our Facebook page. Go on for know from this field background. Who that now Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana?
Yes, Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana, na young intellectual we don't live na the Kisibuk Black Hole community. Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana, na somebody we get a family background from the Lower Bamba Chiefdom, we na Kenema district. My mama come out from Talia Yobeko, we na the Bont district. Fortunately, they all two can meet up na Freetown and they give back to this wonderful, young, outspoken, intellectual, legal, and experienced somebody we don't deal within the SLPP system from birth, but we take up effectively for showcase within he believes say he go able to do not only for the Sierra Leone People's Party but for the government of this country. Now he make, even though he be work very well within the Celtel, Zen, Airtel system, he decide for left because he thinks say he gets a role for play in governance, he gets for represent in party. So when he come, what he first try for do? He try for make sure say he take a membership card, and that membership card the way I take, I begin pay way back 2021, what is it, 2001, and from 2001 where I begin pay 1,000, take to more than times I dey pay me dues to date. Now I make in fact where I go the interview on Monday, Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana take 2 minutes 33 seconds the interview done. Why? Because when they look at me record where I don't contribute to the party, they know say yes, this not a one parent candidate the way just don't come for take party card, pay 3 years for late qualify, can't take something and dump them and go away. No, the record show, and this nine the kind person, Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana don't get that experience. Like what they say, effectively don't get a decade experience within SLPP. For let you become a mouthpiece for SLPP, you got to get a decade experience. We don't want any situation where when somebody go, by the time they put pin per you tire, breeze done. You don't get anything for reflect you tire again for make you motorcar move. Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana get enough breeze na entire because he got a wealth of experience. Beside me, historical knowledge where I do na classroom, where I study history, where tell me how SLPP come about. I don't be part of SLPP. I don't be within the structure of SLPP. I don't know how SLPP they operate and function. So this not the kind of person where don't come again for CC. It take this PR business for SLPP so that the message will resonate right to the grassroots and make people feel waiting at SLPP.
Honorable, we can look proper one into some of you which you plan them for push the activity of the SLPP party go before. Let's take you back into your early life. You say you go into mainstream politics inside 2008
yes.
with regard the SLPP party. As a young man at that time, how will be talent for you for go into mainstream politics? Which will be the reason will move you?
The reason will move me, like for instance, at the time down the way, if you notice, many people be shy away from SLPP. We just lost election in 2007. Some man don't feel betrayed, while some man they feel say, oh, we don't lost everything. Now the time then the way we come back for take the shattered things them for begin for put them together because we believe say this time it's gonna be a transformational moment. So now that transition they happen. So Then tell them most of the people wey don't make money, some man don't fly go, they don't go other country them. We were left, we look at and say, yes, if we left this party, what thing will happen? APC go can't get dominance because history we don't tell we where we lost in 1967, how APC gained dominance and make this country one party system. So some of we will look at that history, then we decide say no, 2007 should not be another resonance of 1967. Wait till we for do right back in 2008, we supposed for bounce back and begin for showcase. Say yes, this party is not going to take too long. Now make if you notice that speed they will count. You hear 2012 will be the other sharp 12 back to power. Now that spirit they will be carried. We take retired but not tired Julius Maada Bio back into the realm for make sure say people and feel in existence, because in 2005 we go McKinney convention. Now then it begin showcase in title where Magai by then become second, Solomon Bewa become first. So this line begin make Honorable Abdul Lansana feel say yes, this party not for sink. After election, we need people who for resonate the party. We need people who for resurrect the party. Now that spirit they are carried, where are going for the symbol. They look at me. By then, I was so small in size. They say, young man, go and wait. You are so small. I go and begin for work back to my office. 2012, I say I need a sidor. I come back. And when I come back, I get myself into the rim again. Then give me symbol. But then tell them the wave be so high. APC be desperate. They want to maintain governance. Then we put the 444 system, we never count the election, they say election done, they announce result. What I do, I no longer go to party in our office again. I decide say this time on I the turn teacher. Now I the one that we follow up, then tell them they will get Medke as we district chairman. When Medke begin get issue with we bring her as his Keru, may he so rest in perfect peace. After Aziskeru lost again, we bring up Gondo Magai. I know all this history. Some people cannot say this because they are not aware. If you cannot the central district, we get Ismatu. After Ismatu, we get Chairman Nabe. When Chairman Nabe don't go, the next one don't come. I know this history. Some people are not aware about it. Now, then kind of game they are won't play within this game. So, today, I am here again to ask my delegates. I have been to the constituencies, I've been to the district because I need for resonate myself with them for say yes, the people were ready for resurrect SLPP at any time for continuity. Okay. Now that person they don't come soon at the line.
Well, let me take you back to your early statements at the start of the program. You left cell
yes
for put on politics, yes, because you think you want for contribute to the nation, yes, development.
Indeed.
Why is that? Many of us think that only when it comes to politics you bring change.
Like for instance, they say put your mouth inside money there, or you cannot make a change from out of the ring. For instance, if you look at football, you go then and do you shake your foot because you want score. You know what will score, any goal not gonna be effective until you go to that pitch, you play your magical business and net inside the net. So when you look at and say yes, just observing the game as a spectator cannot make any contribution. I need to be in that pitch because I'm the best number 9 that can create the goal for SLP.
And that don't be the reason. Perhaps other person will tell you say because so many people they say and say a lot of opportunities into politics. We make all my one for going to politics.
The one that we know Muniru no say Muniru never come for opportunities in politics because way back 2010 I don't build my first house where my mama be the living. Way back 2019 I don't build me what they say how did they call them 1999 where J6 happened. I don't build my first village house. So they tell you say in terms of Sussex in Muniru as an individual don't do am for himself. So I don't come into politics for make life for myself. I have what it takes to live my life till death. If I have back now for me picking, then not for me again.
Why so consistent going here in and out for a particular position within a party and you don't forget them, but still
well now for the critics that we will feel say if you lost, what will you do? Muniru na somebody way resilient. Muniru na somebody way persistent. One thing about me, I let it pass any stage if I not conquer that stage. Now that's the record of Muniru. Because I want every stage where I reach, I for don't overcome and before I go to the next. I cannot build a house, leave in the foundation and begin to build the upper part. No, I have to build the foundation. The foundation will be solid and efficient before I start erecting.
You know, one person never win election. Paolo T don't say so. 2008 you contest, the party not give the symbol. 2012 then give the symbol, but you lost. The election to APC. 2018 you contest for be honorable. You lost again to APC. What do you make you think you go win this time around?
Very good. Like what I say, you know, everybody gets waiting a call fear around them. if you look at me history, me na somebody way na power they give me. When I dey Amadia, they look at me eloquency, me efficiency, they make me head boy. Now because now that way they God don't destiny me. Some people them now give them power. If you look at Goodluck Jonathan in history in Nigeria, it will tell you say Goodluck Jonathan has always been second and they will make him first. From the school days, he become deputy prefect. The prefect travel, he become the prefect. When you go into governance, he become vice president. The president die, he become president. Now so God destiny some man there. Some of we now so God will give me power. But this time round, I want to break. Like what I say, anything where you do, now how you dey break the rock. Because nothing could be constant. When we did class 4, we read one story where they call Robinson Crusoe, where they watch the spider, where they fight for jump, he jump, he not succeed, he come again, he jump. Muniru, another kind of person, they so I don't jump and not succeed, I don't jump and not succeed, I don't jump and not succeed, and he come again for jump. This time round, I believe say I succeed.
And you think say them go give the power?
I believe that absolutely.
Okay, let's take you back into your earlier submission. You inside 2008, you contest for the symbol of councillor, but they not give you for the symbol.
Yes.
Inside 2012, you contest again and be fortunate for get the symbol, but you're not able for win the councillorship election. Just as my colleague be asked you earlier, back to the party activity of the symbol where they not be give. Why you be thinks at that time they not give the symbol? When you say according to you earlier, you be get all what it take for win election.
Like what I say, SLPP na a party where sometimes they look at the size of you, they look at what it takes, they look at your capability. Then tell them they Muniru will not be that academically loaded yet. I be still there within the confines of the educational strata. So when we did at the meeting, the one that we be know say 2008 at the university, they say Muniru, you know go can serve as councillor when you do university. So therefore, let we give Nene first because Nene ain't get the time, he go able work because he not get much for do. So now the reason that they be take, they pull me. By the time I graduate 2012, they don't say I'm now ready. Now they give me the symbol straight without wasting any time. After 2012 election, we honorable we contest when honorable Zainab Kamara may her soul rest in perfect peace. He look at us and say no, and they go again because even when at the university 2011, what tell me lecturer Walon Chalo, I say I go contest, he asked me who side. I say black hole, he say no waste your time. He say Yandana APC dominated ground. The one thing I told him is nothing is impossible until you think it is. So because of that, I go into that challenge, I fight the challenge, and at the end of the day, legally I become the honorable member. That tells you the kind of a record where Honorable Muniru ready for break.
Let me go into your life into parliament. You go to parliament as a result of a court ruling where we make you go to parliament. In your days in the parliament, how you be talent for you at that time?
Parliament was a unique experience because just like what I tell you, some people they smart now and say, I want to be like Tambasam. You cannot be like Tambasam if you've not got Tambasam kind of an experience. Me go parliament with a wealth of experience from the classroom. I go parliament with that knowledge, say yes, I can stand and talk. Because the one that will know me before I go parliament, they know say I was that person who when I stand in the classroom, I don't need a mic to talk. So parliament now be that level where just rebuild me from the classroom experience because I be don't use for talk to my student in a classroom. So when I come to parliament, it was like an easy walkover for me. Now I make even when the speaker by then when Abbas Bundu, but they give people in time for talk. When Muniru take the mic, me time Abbas Bundu they forget because one, I do not create that system that will bring mayhem in my debate. I have facts, and where I present the facts them, I lay strata by strata. I make sure say I organize my fact. If I decide say na from ascending order to descending order, na so I arrange. If I decide say I arrange from descending order to ascending order, na so I arrange. So when you link inside me motoka way, I give speech. All what you wait for now for know the destination of the motoka. Now so money would always be perfect. Now I make when I in a parliament, I don't get that experience there. The one the way they make blah 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 in a parliament. Now in we absence because when we did it, the moment I grab, the first thing where they say, oh, the linguist is up again because they know say the articulatory power, the auditory power, everything where it talks about articulation to auditory. I am that master grounded.
What you say so perhaps somebody will be the follow parliamentary issues around that time, go on for question and say perhaps what you say so somehow not to school because then they will get names that will be more popular than you.
Yes, like what I say.
And names that will be more outspoken, they speak on issues. If that be the case,
That we absent, but the moment we go,
what that one issue don't challenge in a parliament?
like for instance, plenty issues that they were don't challenge. If you look at the PR system, what we make, for instance, the one that we make the PR system get back, we make, because one thing where we look at the PR system, we make and support them and decide for work with the interest of the government now, because I look at the PR system for be a management of the economy of this country. One thing, if you look at how the PR system they operate, let's take for instance, we brother we just passed away when the former organizing secretary for SLPP. If not to be PR system, now election will go back, and that election for don't cost government, not only the people that we contest to, if it don't cost government not less than 2 billion, and we will get sympathy for we country in resources. Money will not feel for leave any country out of Sierra Leone. So the issue that they have look at as it's about Sierra Leone. When you look at the PR, it's about Sierra Leone. So I challenged it to make sure it works.
During the state parliament, you want to say proud as voting as a member of parliament on all the parliament
proud.
Do.
Very, very proud.
And all the parliament do for you being
yes, because
be in line.
Like what
all the parliament do be in line for you.
Indeed, because if you look at the cyber crime, for instance, where we look at cyber laws, now we pass them. Wait to make we pass them. If we look at the reason we make Muniru in the parliament today for empower the woman, then now we pass them. Just remember, you they pass a law when you know say that law they go for be an effect on you. Yet you support the law, you give a provision. Even though when you look at the constitutional provision in section 27, there we are certain issue where say you not forgive a particular sex, race, a group of people, a particular preference. But we looked at that, we decided to say yes, this is about empowering our women. In as much as the Public Election Act don't get a clause where they say every 2 man, 1 woman for the day, we know say that law they go for effect to, yet Muniru stood on the ground. Muniru ensured that that law becomes a law. If not to be that female representation, Muniru for the parliament now. Because like what they say, when you count tower, you count sheriff, if you don't count Muniru. Because that's so the count for don't go. But you look at woman the way Kai side, they make sure say Muniru go.
Continue for the the program, they come back to you later on the program, but for now we go to the 20 this is to go say President Julius Madabio say one challenge the government on the get and the Fit Salon program. Now way people think say therefore begin benefits from the Fit Salon program quick one. President Julius Madabio talk this is one steering committee meeting with member them at the Africa Agriculture Transformation Initiative meeting where all our status with the program manager department now International Fund for Agricultural Development and with the director of Agriculture Delivery Service Gata Foundation who say they go talk on how they for support the government now the Fit Salon program. For more on this we join Leone Kabia.
Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will bring today edition of the program. Good morning, Salon, come to you. My name is Adeyemi Jackson.
And my name is Chengo Jalo.
Well, earlier on, we want to apologize earlier on for that technical inch, but nevertheless, we will go back now Studio 2 and take this material. The President Julius Madabio say one challenge where government don't get by the Fit Salon program now where people think say therefore begin benefits from the Fit Salon quick one. President Julius Madabio talk this inside one steering committee meeting with member them now the Africa Agriculture Transformation Initiative meeting where he hold a state host with the program management department now International Fund for Agricultural Development and with the director of Agricultural Delivery System Gates Foundation who say then go talk about how then go support government in Fit Salon program. Well, for more on this, make we join you in Okabia.
The Fit Salon program na government a flagship program where this according to government na for say the country go waiting in the eat and save exports and go na other country them and government don't spend plenty couple na this sector and government don't they get different support from different people them more especially the private sector. For continue this support na this sector, make the President Julius Madabio don't meet with the steering committee member them na the Africa Agriculture Transformation Initiative. We make up of the International Fund for Agricultural Development, when a UN agency. We don't they support poor community them for improve agriculture productivity. And Save the Gates Foundation, where then Save don't they support the agriculture sector as they don't they improve food security, reduce poverty and other one them. The Director Agricultural Delivery System na Gates Foundation in Okchikava been talk more about this.
If you're going back to the ATI, we have observed the countries that have made progress in agriculture. We can go back as far as 100 years in Europe, 150 years in the US, 40 years in China, Vietnam, 20 years. There's a common thread with those countries that are making progress.
In Okchikava be carry on for talk about wetin dey make up of the feed salon program where governments they implement.
There is a political will and vision, which you have seen you have articulated it so in the feed salon. Very clear in terms of what you want to do, and especially now in second term, focusing on food security and climate adaptation. So there's always that element, clear political will, but normally where things fall off the racks, the translation of that vision into strategy, into an implementation plan.
Where INSEF be the talk. The Associate Vice President, na the Program Management Department na the International Fund for Agricultural Development, Donald Brown, been talk about what it mean for make any country able for feed INSEF.
There is no blueprint. There is no magic design you can take out of a drawer for agricultural success, as I'm sure you're very aware, Excellency. So much of it revolves around political leadership, institutional context. So Ethiopia was a very good example, but it was also very specific to Ethiopia. I think what we're hoping to be able to do through the AATI is take some of the ingredients for success and then translate them to different political and policy environments, because as I say, there's no blueprint. And that's why we're very excited on Sierra Leone with your vision, with your leadership. I think Feed Sierra Leone is fantastic.
Inside in own talk, the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Henry Musa Paka, been talk about wetin this waka mean for the agriculture sector in the country.
We realize the need to be able to get auxiliary and support what the ministry does as civil servants. So I reached out to the steering committee members to be able to have Sierra Leone benefit from this great initiative. Ethiopia had pioneered, they were looking at varieties of it. So I approached them and we were approved to have the Agriculture Transformation Office in Sierra Leone. We've had that working for the past almost 10 months now, and they're here to see how to improve that, see what's working, what's not working. That's the primary goal for the steering committee's presence here.
President Julius Madabio inside in statements been first welcome the delegation at Salon and SEF talk about the feed salon program when in governments they implement.
For me, I don't only see it as the best foundation for sustainable economic development, taking into consideration all the multiple, the different facets of what it brings to the table in terms of unemployment, and also that on malnutrition, revenue, and the many advantages it has. But I also come from the point of view that there are very few countries that have succeeded going to industrialization without going through a successful agrarian transformation.
For allow the private sector for invest in the feed salon program. Now one where the president say in government concerned boards.
I have been seeking for partnerships that will help guide us in this process. Partnerships that have acquired proven skills, knowledge, experience. And this is where I want to again register my profound gratitude to all of you for coming to our support. We are ambitious, we are eager, but in the process of you can have a vision, you can have the political will and everything and still miss the road. And that is what we don't want to do.
President Bio been same way to talk about the challenge them, where he say the feed salon don't they get, more especially with salon people.
It is quite a complex thing. It's not as straightforward as one would want to. And that is what the nation thinks. Feed salon means feed Sierra Leone. Once we say that, the government is going to plant all the food, everything, and the next thing is get up, you have a plate of rice and cocoa, coffee, everything is there. The more I want to push, the more I realize the many steps that you have to take to be even ready, and the technical aspect of it and the nuances that we must take into consideration, country to country, budget to budget, policy environment.
President Julius Maada Bio end up say in government up put strong policy and law them like the agriculture sector. Where this is say go allow investor them for can invest in this sector for Radio Democracy. You know Kabia the reports.
And the program where you listen to now, good morning, salute, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Now, this today we get with we Honorable Muniru Lansana in the contest for the public relations, officer for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now, the program they tell you about, this particular reason and the journey so far in politics. So, can't you again, Honorable? I just tell people about, your aspiration or your ambition for be the publicity secretary for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Who say all this come off from in the first place?
Like what I say, me own politics born from my grandpa. If you go na Mansodumbuya in Os, it tell you say that chief when a Chief Al-Aji Kanik Bana, where na the Shabro tribe head for the entire Sierra Leone then before his demise, where we separate the Shabro tribe head from that of the Mende tribe head, where now Chief Young they head the Mende tribe head. That background day don't bring me into politics, because when we be the go then Bun Mansare, Mansodumbuya, Zainab Kamad and the nomination at Waterloo by then at the neck district office day. Now me the old me grandpa in bag for Waka, because my grandpa na be just that wisdom kind of a guy. He was fortunate a day na the team we fought the Second World War when I encountered in Freetown, then go take them from Bond. Where then done now it becomes a seaman. After that sea business they be the ginger all SI Koma begin money them, then go na Kisibrook na then go open the base. So maybe don't day in that line they work out me grandpa. Na me let the carry him back, because unfortunately me lost me daddy before I did 2 years. So my mama just moved me, we go there with grandpa, because my mama na be businesswoman. When they go up line, they want somebody where they look after we. So through them process then they at the watch way meeting that they happen, things that they happen, then I become interested. And the moment I become interested in politics, the one that they follow the station them, then telling in Moiba we vote now, Zimbabwe, where they call now Kankele, we decide to know why we dey Kisibuku for the cross the water, so we count we own pulling center, with the right before we do not now when a UMC school, when I do the vote. So it tells you when Muniru want something, we know how for write for them, we know how for agitate for them, for lay up in any day.
In your definition, wouldn't a publicity secretary? This question is deliberate.
Yes, a publicity secretary is somebody where they take the message from the top to the base, from the base to the top, because it's a two-way track. You know, they take from above, they can't suppress. We know the part totalitarianism. We're in a democratic system, and in democracy, you got to take the weight on two sides, taking it from the base to the top and taking it from the top to the base. If you look at Tambasam, Nadande Tambasam be powerful with. When Tambasam go on media, the first thing where they do now for tell you what the people say, and from there where it come again, they tell you what government position be. Now that not the role of a publicity.
Like I said, the question is very much deliberate, and you talk about Tambasam, and for me to achieve all that, you need the media, you need the journalism. Right.
Yes.
You need the journalism.
Indeed.
You know the same honorable member of parliament where at some point in time attack or allegedly slap a journalist at parliament. So how you want for achieve this as a publicity secretary for a whole party? You need the journalism for work with you, but you know the same person at some point in time doing the attack journalism when they do their work.
Yes, I like that question. They and Black within God go tell you say I no attack him in terms of slap or nothing. Me they talk with fairness of Allah. Yes, we got an issue. But me, we don't solve that issue. They waiting happen. Like we get in thought what they call trespass. In thought, when I say trespass, now like you get you line, you can't fork out drop me line. The trespass way blah be do now that when you go to parliament, parliament is structured in strata. Blah in responsibility now for this na the gallery, observe waiting they happen within the well of parliament and do in reporting as an independent journalist way in the work as a freelancer. Within the well, now only accredited media houses where they play with camera, now then they deal within the well. Sitting was over. Blah moved from the gallery down to the well. Normally, you know, say we're sitting over. Even when the journalists that they come, when they upscale with we, that is the normal trend. So in that process will be the discourse among honorable members. in camera be open. Now tell I say, young man, I said, media get lineage. You get stop. Now you don't trespass into we own right. Sitting don't done when now you get the right for cover. Why you the canal for cover waiting with they discuss as personal issues? I say not good. Witness them immediately by them. Then even then tell us if young man stop. He say he stop. So I try to pull the camera na yan. I try to pull the phone na yan. Where is freeing the hand. Then that issue they come up. But issue
like putting come up.
Like what they say, we exchange words. We are just exchanging words now because what try to pull the camera na yan. You know, a man to man. He could testify to that. He is like a media man. He's a public man. He's a religious man. Let him come to the media and say Muniru Nakam.
But this way just say so. I mean, the information be out at that time, which is so far different from the actual reality.
Yeah,
What be there? What be there? That first be the governor parliament and the journalists they try for capture the scene.
When I capture that camera, sitting be done.
But first be the gone.
First be the gone, but sitting be done.
So why you want time to stop the journalists for doing?
Not to first in terms of blow. Now be words exchange.
Okay.
Because that time the speaker don't adjourn. Now make I want to know the line. Speaker be not adjourn. When speaker don't adjourn, like when we don't get tense issue, we still get to exchange words then within the tense issue. So in come out na the gallery now, they come for view video then issue then. I said, no young man, this now is personal charging. What would they do? You know say what the university will go to call personal charging. Why you for can video the personal charging back? It still continue for do that. But like what I say, me and Blah, we are working amicably. Una always sit down how they prove them. Every media house they prove them. Beside that one of an occurrence, nothing has ever happened beyond that.
Okay, and we will not come back to the issue where you come from our studio on the issue of your intention for go for the publicity secretary and the Salon People's Party. This is a position where you don't contest for once, win. Which movie again for contest for the second time again for this position?
Very good. If you look at what really they bring me in. 2021, I not win, I not be vexed because one within the place they tell me say, "Lo allow Limale done," and at that particular time, I be no say na easy ride because now we did a governance. But this time now we come when at 2028, Siba with the Minister of Information as active and vibrant as he is, he need a party man will articulate just like him or more than him because me they coming into this particular race. I believe say I get what it takes. Muniru they coming because at this time the AKK knows who Muniru is. From school days, he knows me na head boy. Where in the go my guy because he don't get what he supposed to get. He they go transit. Me they go FBC direct. Abdul go there, Latif there. Me and they don't work. Me and Latif don't work na sell. He knows say when in the marketing, me the stores. What he wants na me the game. So all of these people have interacted with them. They know the work of Muniru. They know the power of Muniru. So they need to puncture Mitaya because they know say Mitaya gets enough praise.
These are people who don't associate yourself with outside of the SLPP party.
That tells you I can do it out of SLPP.
Let me look into you in terms of your relationship within the SLPP party. What you take for CC delegates them vote you in for be the publicity secretary for the Salon People's Party?
The delegate them, for instance, no say from when Muniru lost 2021, Muniru don't become the mouthpiece of the party. Muniru na one party person where at every issue of national interest, Muniru they come for contribute. For instance, where NACRA released a joint press release with ONS, now Muniru come out and tell NACRA say, in as much as the press statement gets some legal grounds, but legally not constitutional because the rights of the people of movement get for be maintained and got for be observed. I tell them say there is no way you are going to mount roadblocks because you need people to forget ID card. And I give them the disadvantage of that because one thing about Muniru, I need to look at just the law. I look at what thing person they do when they affect the party when I SLPP. Because if you begin arrest people and for ID card, now SLPP in fame you they put down na the line. Because I bring out an example that was when they come up Bangbatu when Nakra no dey. They got to take bike from Bangbatu for Kambo. It cost them 200,000 per bike. When it come Bangbatu, it can't take the Nabo. It take the ID card when 145,000. It pay another 200,000 for return. Mathematically, when you put them together, it don't cost them 545,000. It don't get the ID card too. It go back after 2 weeks. He or she is going to pay that same 400,000 just to come and obtain the ID card. So me, now a method where they make SLPP they lose fame. So if, for instance, a motor car go bull, then break that motor car na my 38. That motor car in heaviest load where they get more money, the passenger will get not get ID card. Police then go break that motor car, then shout for ID card, they hold that particular passenger. Police no get machine for make sure say that passenger they comply with the ID card in get one. What he do na money they take from him. And at the end of the day, that driver, in as much as that person get meeting at 11, where he don't time himself for go for that meeting, that driver not go for move because the passenger will get the greatest load in that motor car, they don't hold him. So he not go at all. So I look at all the interest there, I say, you know what, Mr. Masakoi, let's get this thing down. Let's try to give more media coverage. Let's encourage the people to go out and get the ID card. At the end of the day, now that's where they go to small, where the ID card taking they go up.
Okay, continue for the with we now the program in name now Honorable Abdul Muniru Lansana, where in one party aspirant where they contest for the publicity secretary position now the Salon People's Party. Continue for the with we now the program. The program now Good Morning Salon, and this time we go for this break.
We today we go now on a court to say one appeal court judge Justice Ganda say it will pass ruling Friday July 25 this year whether for pass injunction on the Salon Football Association elective congress or not for sake of the matter between the SLFA president Tomazari Brema Aminata Bango against the Salon Football Association and the acting secretary general Ben Simbao. This come after the first hearing inside this matter will be Thursday July 23rd this year. For more on this we join Musa Kamara.
The complainants them inside this case are the Salon Football Association presidents Thomas Dadi Brema and Aminata Bangura, and the complaint now against the Salon Football Association SLFA and the acting general secretary engineer Mohammed Bensin Bawo for Seka we then disqualify them not for team up for be president at the SLFA upcoming election.
Ethics committee don't approve for be vice president too. And that person there now Christian Dauda. Waiting you want for know what you need to bring to the football sector, you'll get for know inside this edition of the program. But not going aside, we'll take this break. When we come back, we continue the program Sports Update Extra.